I don't get the cultural references that they do. I didn't grow up here. I don't have any roots here like that. And I can't even use the, oh, I'm a foreigner pass because I'm not a foreigner in their eyes. So I'm kind of just like outcasted in a way.
難しいね。皆さんこんにちは、テスです。今日はインタビューを見ます。外国人のインタビュー。外国人が日本での生活に苦労する理由という動画です。私もチャレンジがあるですが、言語の問題に直面しています。始めましょう。もし動画が面白ければチャンネル登録といいねお願いします。じゃあ行きます。
So what struggles have you had living in Japan just in the past few weeks?
Like, for example, wearing masks because many of the foreigners, they, in Europe, they don't wear masks anymore. And so here, if I have a mask on, I don't have a mask, I get those looks of like, oh, she's not wearing a mask or something like this. So look at me, I'm sweating. It is so hot in Japan, and like especially working in a corporate Japanese environment where everyone's wearing a suit and tie. I'm literally coming to work drenched in sweat, and no one else in Japan sweats.
私も。
Yeah, but everyone sweats in Australia. No one sweats in Japan. I didn't get that Asian gene.
It's very difficult to make friends in Japan, to have like a very close contact, like deep contact. I think Japanese are a bit lonely people. Yeah, they don't really want to have a contact with somebody, not that much.
To be honest, it's a bit lonely. It's not like I can't make friends or anything, but with natives or locals, it's pretty hard to become friends with them because I don't get the cultural references that they do. I didn't grow up here. I don't have any roots here like that. And I can't even use the, oh, I'm a foreigner pass because I'm not a foreigner in their eyes. So I'm kind of just like outcasted in a way.
難しいね。
we've been to Fujisan yesterday and there was no trash in the street. So we have to take our trash in the bag and try to find a that's been somewhere, which is different from our country.
I would say mainly the language barrier. Like, of course, I don't speak Japanese yet. Getting around, transporting, because, I got to read the signs and stuff, and they're in Japanese as well.
Traveling with the train system and everything was like a big change.
難しいね。
To know like where you have to go and like how you get there with Google Maps, it's okay, but it is complicated because there are like so many options and ways to get to your destination.
You live in a society where the majority of the people are Japanese. Look at how we look, and Japanese people not growing up in a diverse culture. Some things may come off rude for me in my experience, but I sometimes gotta remind myself that try to look from their perspective. So
Obviously, I look Asian, so everyone here just assumes that I'm Japanese. But I'm Vietnamese and from Australia. So when people come up to me, they always speak to me in Japanese. And then I look at my friend who looks Caucasian. I'm like, it's him. He knows Japanese, but they'll continue speaking to me, and I feel like I've disappointed them.
I like to find a job while I have nothing to do. And it's kind of hard because I can't really speak the language super well. And so when they tend to speak very fast, I'm very confused. I don't think I'll ever find a job.
Have you guys faced any discrimination because you're a foreigner?
Yeah, I feel like there is a bit of racism out here. They don't exactly accept African Americans. So yeah, I notice when I go in stores and stuff, I'm followed around like real close and stuff. And I notice they don't do that for other people. So yeah, I am treated differently than other people. I mean, they're nice people. Don't get me wrong, but you'll see it sometimes.
I live in Osaka. Like it's pretty chill. Like I've never faced discrimination down in Osaka. Like
Is Osaka a bit different from Tokyo?
yeah, it's too many damn people here.
yeah, man. Maybe like 20 minutes ago, a taxi driver didn't even stop for us when I was just calling a taxi. Yeah, that's probably one of the easiest examples. Like,
でも私にもそうです。
They'll stop,
During Corona, actually, we got super many bad looks when I was speaking Chinese because of the coronavirus. But I think it's getting better now, and I'm not ashamed of it, obviously.
I wouldn't say it's a struggle, but whenever I'm speaking English on the phone, literally like old people break their necks and give me the death stare.
The hardest time was when I was trying to find an apartment. There was a lot of times where, landlords would outrightly say, no foreigners. I would ask my realtor I'll pay extra. And yeah, they'd be like, dumb it. It took me like up to 6 months. They'd find out we're not Japanese. And then they'd be like, yeah, next.
Lastly, like, if there's anything you could change about Japan, what would it be?
I don't know how you would do it, but maybe like somehow include more diversity in this way.
I would want Japanese people, stop being shy and speak their true feelings.
でも
I feel like
それ
Japanese
が
people, they
that's
don't
their
speak
culture.
their true feelings because they want to please people.
I wish people were a little
You can't
bit
just
more
change it.
friendly
It's like
in a
telling
way. I'm
Americans
used
to
the
not be so
American way.
loud.
People kind of just
무리.
talk to whoever and they're kind of more open. Of course, like Japan has its really good sides, but that's probably the one thing where they kind of keep to themselves a little too much, I would say.
Probably the price. It's super expensive here, and obviously my parents have to work really hard for the money, and I hate asking them for money, but then at the same time I don't have a job to save up, and then I can just go shopping sometimes, as you can see.
Maybe reducing the working hours or raising the minimum wage or something like that, because like this idle rate is very high here because very many people get overworked, so I think that's a huge problem.
I feel like it would be the follow culture. I think that I'm not quite sure, but the Japanese government said something about not having to wear masks, especially in the heat of the heat strokes and everything that people get. Maybe many Japanese just wear the mask because others around them are wearing them. I feel like if that's broken up a little bit, then that could be something that they could change.
Hopefully in the future.
Yeah.
I think I would change the style. In my head, like Tokyo specifically is kind of more conservative. When you're out in like Shibuya or like Shinjuku, it's like kind of maybe a little bit more trendier. But when you go out into like the suburban areas, everyone is like super conservative and super monotone. Like I wear like all black, but I'm just like, oh, like maybe a little bit more.
どうしよう。いっぱい話したい。まず、日本人は汗をかきませんね。でも、外国人はそういうことです。私も夏に汗がある。だからなんか気持ち悪い。でも自分の問題です。で、私は違うのように見えるですから、私の経験は違うかもしれませんが、日本では好奇心な人、種差別と間違われる可能性があると思います。それで男性たちはアメリカ人だと思いますから、なんか私の意見ですが間違いしましただと思います。でもまた私の経験が違うかもしれません。で、最後に日本人に恥ずかしがらないのように言うのはアメリカ人に大声を出さないように言うと同じだと思います。それが無理でしょ。でも今日のビデオはどうと思いましたか？皆さんの意見がコメントしてね。もっとインタビューリアクション動画を見たい方はこちらです。で、私のパトロンとメンバーシップに参加して私をサポートしてくださいね。じゃあまた見てね。バイバイ。